My child, come closer. I know you feel the rush in your chest when you see words like hurry and open now. I know you've been carrying more than you've said out loud. I know you've been strong for so long that even your strength is tired. And I know you've wondered, quietly, late at night, if anyone truly sees the full weight of what you're holding. I see you, listen to me gently. Not with panic. Not with fear. Not with the feeling that you must earn my love by racing against a clock. I am not a god of confusion, and I do not come to you like a thief of peace. I come to you like a father who sits beside you, like a shepherd who knows your name, like a friend who never turns away. Breathe. Slow down. Let your shoulders drop. Let your hands unclench. You are safe with me, yes, I am speaking to you. Yes, this message is for you. Not because you are perfect, but because you are mine. Not because you have never failed, but because I never stopped loving you. Not because you have everything figured out, but because I have been guiding you even when you could not see the path. You have been asking for a sign, even if you didn't call it that. You have been craving reassurance, even if you tried to act like you didn't need it. Here it is, I have not left you. I have not forgotten you. I have not changed my mind about you. You've been thinking, if I can just get through this week. If I can just survive this season. If I can just make it to the other side. But I am telling you something deeper, you do not have to merely survive. You were not created to only endure. You were created to live, to breathe freely, to be loved, to be healed, to become whole. I am not bringing you this far to abandon you now. I am not preparing a table for you just to pull it away. I am not teaching you to trust me so I can disappoint you. My love is steady. My care is constant. My mercy is new again and again and again. I know you have cried in silence. I know you've wiped your tears quickly so nobody would ask questions you weren't ready to answer. I know you've smiled when your heart felt heavy. I know you've said, "I'm fine," when you were not fine. I know the nights you replayed conversations in your mind, wondering if you said too much or not enough, wondering why you care so deeply while others seem to move on so easily. I know the moments you felt unseen. I know the moments you felt unchosen. I know the moments you questioned your worth. And I am saying to you now, you are not invisible. You are not forgotten. You are not unloved. You are not too much. You are not a burden. You are my beloved. Let me speak to the part of you that feels tired of trying. You have been pushing, working, showing up, holding it together. You've been trying to be responsible, trying to be kind, trying to do the right thing. And sometimes you've wondered if any of it matters, because the results haven't come fast enough, because the door didn't open yet, because the person didn't change, because the situation didn't improve the way you hoped. My child, do not confuse delay with denial. Do not confuse silence with absence. Even when you cannot see my hand, I am still at work. I am working in what you can see, and I am working in what you cannot see. I am working in conversations you are not in. I am working in timing you do not control. I am working in hearts you cannot reach. I am working in details you never considered. I am working in ways that will one day make you say, "Now I understand why it had to happen that way." I am arranging protection you didn't know you needed. I am closing doors that would have harmed you. I am redirecting you away from what looks good but would have broken you. I am shaping you with patience, not punishment. I am teaching you to stand, not to suffer. You have been afraid that your mistakes disqualified you. You have been afraid that because you fell back into old habits, because you got angry, because you felt jealous, because you gave up for a while, because you doubted, because you couldn't pray the way you used to, because you felt numb, because of all that, you thought, "God must be done with me." But I am telling you, I am not done. Your weakness does not scare me. Your questions do not offend me. Your broken pieces do not repel me. Bring them to me. Bring your regret. Bring your confusion. Bring your disappointment. Bring your fear. Bring your whole story, not just the parts you think are acceptable. I already know it, and I still choose you. There are things you have been carrying that were never meant to live on your shoulders. You have been carrying guilt that should have been surrendered. You have been carrying shame that should have been released. You have been carrying other people's expectations like chains. You have been carrying memories like stones. You have been carrying pressure to prove yourself. To be perfect, to never need help. My child, listen, lay it down. Lay it down right now. You don't need dramatic words. You don't need to impress me with spiritual performance. Just whisper, "God, help me," and let that be enough. Let your honesty be your offering. Let your surrender be your strength. I am healing you in layers. Some days you will feel strong. Some days you will feel tender. Some days you will feel like you're moving forward. Some days you will feel like you're back where you started. But you are not back where you started. You are growing. You are learning. You are becoming. Healing is not a straight line. Faith is not a straight line. Love is not a straight line. Yet I am with you through every curve, every dip, every pause. I am not measuring you by how fast you get over things. I am guiding you with compassion. I want you to know this. You do not have to chase love. You do not have to beg people to treat you right. You do not have to shrink yourself to keep someone close. You do not have to lose your dignity to win approval. I am teaching you boundaries that protect your peace. I am teaching you discernment that guards your heart. I am teaching you to recognize what is mine and what is not mine. If something drains you, confuses you, devalues you, and leaves you anxious more than it leaves you at peace, bring it to me and ask for wisdom. I will not mock you. I will not condemn you. I will guide you. You have been worried about your future. You've been wondering how it will work out, how the finances will come together, how the next step will appear, how you will manage. And because you are human, you keep trying to solve everything in your mind. But your mind was never meant to be your only shelter. I am your shelter. I am your provider. I am your wisdom. I am your peace. I am the one who can make a way where there was none. I am the one who can open doors that no one can shut. I am the one who can restore what you thought was lost forever, but listen closely, I am not asking you to be reckless. I am asking you to be faithful. Faith is not pretending problems don't exist. Faith is refusing to believe that problems are bigger than me. Faith is taking the next right step while trusting me with the rest. Faith is doing what you can do today, and leaving tomorrow in my hands. Faith is steady, not frantic. Faith is calm, not panicked. Faith is anchored, not tossed around by every message that tries to scare you. So if you felt pulled into urgency, like you must read this by a certain hour or else something terrible will happen, release that fear. I do not threaten my children to get their attention. I do not manipulate you. I do not play games with your heart. I do not say, open this in 35 seconds or you're doomed. No. I say, come to me, you who are weary. I say, let me carry you. I say, I love you. I say, you are safe. I say, you are mine. Let that truth settle in you like warm light. Now let me speak words that will make you cry, not because I want to overwhelm you, but because tears can be holy, and sometimes the soul needs release. My child, I am proud of you. You didn't hear that enough. You didn't feel that enough. You didn't receive that enough. But I am telling you now, I am proud of how you kept going when you wanted to quit. I am proud of how you showed kindness when you were hurting. I am proud of how you resisted becoming bitter. I am proud of how you stayed soft in a world that tried to harden you. I am proud of how you still hope, even after disappointment. I am proud of the quiet battles you won that nobody applauded. I am proud of you, and I love you in the places you think make you unlovable. I love you when you're confident and when you're insecure. I love you when you feel strong and when you feel weak. I love you when you pray with fire and when you can only whisper. I love you when you understand and when you don't. My love is not a reward for your perfection. My love is my nature. My love is who I am. There is a tenderness in you that I placed there on purpose. You sometimes see it as a weakness because it makes you feel deeply. It makes you care. It makes you empathize. It makes you cry. It makes you sensitive to people's tones and moods. It makes you absorb what others dismiss. But I am telling you, that tenderness is a gift when it is anchored in me. I am teaching you to protect it, not bury it. I am teaching you to carry compassion without carrying everyone's burdens. I am teaching you to love without losing yourself. I am teaching you to be gentle without being exploited. I am teaching you to be soft without being unsafe. You have been waiting for change. You have been asking, when will things shift? My child, change is already happening. Even now. The moment you decide to trust me again, something shifts. The moment you choose peace over panic, something shifts. The moment you say, God, I'm giving this to you, something shifts. Your circumstances may not transform instantly, but your spirit begins to stand upright again. And from that place, you will start seeing opportunities, clarity, and strength you couldn't access while you were drowning in fear. I want you to look back, just for a moment, at what I have already brought you through. There were seasons you thought you would not survive, but here you are. There were situations you thought would destroy you, but here you are. There were nights you thought would never end, but morning came. You didn't get here by luck. You got here by grace. You got here because I held you when you couldn't hold yourself. You got here because I protected you from what you didn't even notice. You got here because you are kept. Now I am calling you forward, not with pressure, but with purpose. I am calling you to stop speaking harshly to yourself. Stop calling yourself names I never gave you. Stop replaying your failures as if they are the final chapter. Stop punishing yourself for learning. Stop believing you must suffer to deserve love. You are allowed to grow. You are allowed to heal. You are allowed to start over. You are allowed to forgive yourself. You are allowed to step into a new way of living, and I am calling you to return to simple things: gratitude, honesty, prayer, rest, healthy boundaries, gentle discipline, and hope. Do not underestimate the power of small faithful steps. Drink water. Sleep. Eat. Take breaks. Move your body. Speak kindly. Say no when you need to. Ask for help. Let someone you trust know how you're really doing. Read words that build you, not words that scare you. Choose peace. Choose truth. These are not small things to me. These are seeds. And seeds, when watered, become gardens. I want you to understand something about timing. You have been looking at the clock, thinking you are late, thinking you missed your chance, thinking you should have been further by now. But I am not limited by your timelines. I am not anxious about your age, your past, your detours, your delays. I can restore what was lost. I can redeem what was broken. I can use what you thought disqualified you. I can bring beauty out of ashes. I can bring meaning out of pain. I can bring strength out of weakness. Do not fear being behind. You are exactly where you need to be to learn what you need to learn for what is coming, and yes, something is coming. Not as a threat. not as manipulation, as hope, as direction, as a new season of clarity. You will not always feel this heavy. You will not always feel this uncertain. You will not always feel like you're walking in fog. The fog will lift. The next step will appear. The right people will be revealed. The wrong connections will lose their hold. The burden will lighten. And you will look back at this moment and realize it was a turning point. Here is what I want you to do right now, quietly, in your heart. Say, God, I receive your peace. Say it slowly. Again, God, I receive your peace. Now say, God, I release what I cannot control. Again, God, I release what I cannot control. Now say, God, lead me today. Again, God, lead me today. My child, this is not about perfect words. It is about the posture of your heart. I am with you when you wake up and your mind starts racing. I am with you when you walk into rooms where you feel judged. I am with you when you sit alone and wonder who truly cares. I am with you when you feel a lump in your throat and you don't know why. I am with you when you're tempted to go back to what hurt you just because it is familiar. I am with you when you want to send the message you know you shouldn't send. I am with you when you want to give up. I am with you. I am with you. I am with you, and I am blessing you, not as a magical shortcut, but as a covering. I bless your mind with calm. I bless your heart with courage. I bless your home with peace. I bless your relationships with clarity. I bless your plans with wisdom. I bless your body with strength. I bless your future with hope. I bless your decisions with discernment. I bless your sleep with rest. I bless your tears with comfort. I bless your joy with freedom. I bless your life with meaning. You will cry when you realize this. You were never alone in the darkest parts. When you thought nobody knew, I knew. When you thought nobody cared, I cared. When you thought nobody would show up, I was there. Even when you couldn't feel me, I was holding you. And one day, you will see clearly how I guided you, protected you, and carried you. So know, this message will not vanish in the way fear tries to tell you. The truth I speak does not vanish. The love I have for you does not vanish. The mercy I give you does not vanish. The peace I offer you does not vanish. Even if you close this page, I remain. Even if you forget these exact words, I remain. Even if your emotions rise and fall, I remain. I am inviting you into something simple and strong, trust. Not blind denial. Trust that I am good. Trust that you are loved. Trust that you are guided. Trust that what is for you cannot miss you. Trust that what is not for you cannot keep you. Trust that you don't have to chase what I have already prepared. Trust that you can take one step at a time. Trust that you can rest while I work, my child. I am not asking you to live in fear. I am calling you out of fear. I am not asking you to live in panic. I am calling you into peace. I am not asking you to live in bondage to urgent words and scary promises. I am calling you into freedom. You are mine. You are covered. You are guided. You are loved. Now go gently. Drink some water. Take a deep breath. Put your hand on your heart and feel it beating, life, still there, still moving, still possible. Speak one kind sentence to yourself. Do one small good thing. And when your mind tries to spiral again, return to me the same way you returned just now. Honestly, I am with you before 9 p.m., after 9 p.m., and every moment in between. I am with you when the sun is bright, and when the night feels long. I am with you in the ordinary, and I am with you in the impossible. Do not be afraid. You are not alone. You are loved beyond what you can measure, and I will never stop calling you by your true name, beloved, tonight. Take a slow breath and let your shoulders drop. Let the noise in your mind quiet down just enough for your heart to hear what it already knows. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not too far gone. You are not the sum of your worst day, your hardest season, or the words that hurt you. You are held, even if you feel tired in your spirit, even if your faith has been stretched thin, even if you've been carrying things you don't talk about, there is still grace for you. There is still mercy for you. There is still peace for you. Not the kind of peace that comes when everything is perfect, but the kind that arrives while the storm is still there and whispers, "You can breathe. You're not alone." If your heart has been heavy lately, let it be honest. You don't have to perform strength to be loved. You don't have to pretend you're okay to be protected. You don't have to hide your fear to be heard. Prayer is not a stage. It's a place to exhale. It's a place where you can say, "Help me," and that simple sentence is enough. You've been holding so much inside: questions, pressure, responsibility, memories, regret, expectation. Some days you smile, but inside you feel like you're drowning in thoughts you don't know how to stop. Some nights you're exhausted, but your mind won't rest. You keep replaying what happened, what you lost, what you should have done, what you wish someone would understand. Listen closely. You are allowed to heal. You are allowed to start again. You are allowed to let go of what is crushing you. There are moments in life when it feels like everything is delayed: answers, breakthroughs, clarity. You wait and wait, and you wonder if your prayers are hitting the ceiling. But delays are not always denials. Sometimes the quiet is not absence. Sometimes it's preparation. Sometimes it's protection you don't recognize yet. Sometimes it's God gently teaching you that your life is not built on panic, but on trust. Right now, I want you to imagine God's kindness reaching you like warm light through a window. Not harsh. Not demanding. Not angry. Kind. patient. The kind of love that doesn't shame you for being human. The kind of love that doesn't abandon you when you feel weak. The kind of love that stays. You may have been carrying guilt like a stone, thinking you have to suffer to pay for what you did or what you didn't do. But grace is not earned through punishment. Grace is received through surrender. If you could fix everything by beating yourself up, you would have been healed a long time ago. So release the whip from your own hands. You were never meant to be your own judge and executioner. Confess what hurts. Lay it down. Then let mercy do what mercy does: cleanse, restore, rebuild. If you've been feeling unseen, I want you to know this: God sees the effort you make when nobody claps for you. God sees the private battles. God sees the nights you choose not to give up. God sees the times you didn't have strength, but you still took one more step. Heaven notices what people miss, and if you've been worried about the future, money, work, family, health, relationships, remember this: worrying is like paying interest on a debt you may never owe. It drains your joy without buying you control. Instead, bring your needs to God plainly. Say what you need. Ask for wisdom. Ask for provision. Ask for protection. Ask for direction. Then breathe like someone who believes they're being cared for. You don't need a perfect life to have a powerful faith. You just need a willing heart. A heart that says, God, lead me. A heart that says, God, change me.